So, being that you've been in the game so long, man, and you have, extensive knowledge of, the production side, the MCing side, are you looking for a record deal or
Nah, not really,
not
man.
really?
I mean, if it came my way, we'll consider it. I'll
Okay.
sit down with my team, and we'll discuss it, and run it by with the lawyer, and we'll see what's good. Other
Okay.
than that, I'm not really looking for a record deal. Management more so.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? If Rock Nation was interested,
Okay.
put me on the roster. I'll probably be like the 120th artist, but it's good. I can hold my own.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And just need some
Oh yeah.
that type of business situation to pick it up, pick our
Indeed.
situation up.
Yeah, and like you said, management, man, management is very important because if your management not right, then most likely you may not get a good deal situation. Or whatever situation with the money may not be handled properly as well, because of course we have your 360 deals and you have people trying to get over, so on and so forth, but the proper management and a lawyer can help with all that stuff. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, man. So what artists, dead or alive, have you worked with, and who would you like to work with?
Dead, back in the essence, off top, I have to say my educator, Lord, man, Lord Lael. I would
Okay.
like to work with Lord again. In terms of like dead MCs, Prodigy from Mobb Deep.
All right. All right.
Yeah, Don P. He's a good brother.
Indeed.
Maybe Lamont too. Big L.
Big L.
Yeah.
Indeed. Rest in peace
He's
to
a
those
good brother
brothers.
too. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I would like to work with those brothers too. Yeah.
Indeed, man. I love Prodigy. He was one of my favorite MCs. He was my man. And also, Big L was nice. I caught up with Big L kind of late.
Mhm.
When I was young, I heard him. I heard his album, one of his albums that he had out, and I loved him, man. The flow was just so natural. You know what I mean?
Actually, Short-tay, right here on this campus, Howard U campus, it was one of the what do you call them, Jones? Howard Homecomings.
Okay.
And this Lord was living. We was in the group, The Actual Facts.
Actual Facts.
And
Okay.
Rakim had came down here. Rakim, aka the RZA. This
Okay.
is before he was Rakim.
Gotcha.
Before the RZA, I should say.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Tim Dog, Big Eye God from Webster Projects in the Bronx, New York.
Mm-hmm.
And Big L was down here.
Okay.
And Big L was battling the RZA.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Like,
wow, that's dope, man.
A quarter of a mile away from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff, man. Matter of fact, being that you mentioned, we on Howard University campus, man. There's a lot of history here, and you just spoke some good history, man. That's all right, man. That's dope, man. I'm definitely thrilled to hear some stuff like that, man. And I would love to been able to have witnessed it, man. That's great, man. So I definitely have to ask you this: how would you describe your music?
Actually, right now, as I still craft my message,
Okay.
I had to say, I describe my music spectacular RGM right now. It's that hard body, hip hop, underground type of situation.
Okay.
Thorough shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed, man. Okay. So do you follow a formula when writing or when making the music?
It kind of goes back to what I said pertaining to the process. I do have a formula
Okay.
that I from my knowledge and experience helped me develop into the lyricist I am today.
Okay.
Yet, like I said, it may not work for anybody else.
Indeed. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So every artist has to develop their own talent.
Of course.
You want to be able to stand out in a good way. Not stand out being a Bama, you know what I'm saying, doing dumb shit, but you want to stand out with your talent and your abilities.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. And so how did you and Baines connect?
Baines, my man.
Indeed.
Baines, I connected with Baines. We pinned it on a studio session. When I first got released, it was a brother named Hans I knew too. He drove me from The studio session was in New York and Manhattan somewhere. No,
Okay.
pardon me, Queens. It was Alex's studio, and I got out the Port Authority. Hans picked me up and he drove me to the studio.
Okay.
And that's where I met Baines. It was off the muscle of a brother named Gritty Tarantino. And he was in a group called Uptown Crisis with his man.
Okay.
I forget his man's name. He's back in the Essence too.
Okay.
But that's where I met Baines. The first time I met Baines that I could pinpoint it on.
Okay. All right. So what's your daily motivation, man? You seem like you're highly motivated, to be in the game so long. The energy is just conveyed through your responses, man. It just sounds like you're hungry. Like I can't tell, if you were hungry in the beginning. Now it's like dying down. You still seem hungry, man. So what's your daily motivation?
My daily motivation. One thing is to connect with creative people like you.
Indeed,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
Because we feed off each other's energy.
Indeed.
And a lot of time with creatives like us, to speak to somebody who is a non-creative, it's like speaking color to somebody who's colorblind.
Right, right.
So it's my motivation to get with, like-minded people, male and female, so we could rock. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to put our best effort in terms of our artwork out here to the people. So when we leave, the art will still be remaining.
Indeed.
And gaining value.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So. And just as I stated earlier, man, just creating something or starting something, like you said, you were the first to do the live, sampling thing. So starting that and it carries on and keeps going and evolves is like, yeah, man, yes, indeed.
Yeah, it definitely evolves.
Yes, yes. So just to take it to another step, so I understand, your motivation, but what keeps you going? What is that special thing or that one day-to-day, thing with hip hop or music that just keeps you going and not quitting and just keeping going at it? And
I don't know, man. Truth be told, man, I just feel it's a biological trait at this point.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
If I was of another, another DNA, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Then no, I have to, whatever, just not being a creative, put it that way.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? I respect everybody's temperament.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? For the most part, man.
Okay. I definitely can feel that, my brother. So is there an age limit in hip hop? I've been waiting to ask you this because, but I wanted to wait because, like I say, I know you've been in the game a long time. So if anything, if anybody can speak on this, you're that guy that can speak on this. So I just want to know, is there an age, hip hop age limit?
If you cannot challenge yourself to be the best, write the best, or be the best artist you could possibly be, then it's an age limit.
Got
it.
That makes perfect sense. If
you can still create and put a smile on somebody's face who fuck with your music or fuck with your work, you know what I'm saying, your visual art, you know what I'm saying, then that's when the age limit cranks in. Got you.
Yeah. So and I also, just to go along with that, I tell people, like with the videography, I tell people all the time, like, hey, I don't plan on stopping no time soon. But if there's a point where I can't learn anymore, that's when I'm gonna stop. But if I can keep learning, then I'm gonna keep going. You know what I mean? So I can definitely relate, man. So with that being said, should there be?
No, sir. Not at all, bro.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Indeed, man. I definitely agree with you as well. Indeed. So now, also, I know a lot of your visuals I see, you throwing punches, jabs, and everything. So I just wanted to ask you, why did you get into boxing?
Why? It's easier than shooting people, man.
I hear that. I actually like that answer. I like that. I like that.
That's about as honest as I could put it.
I like that.
And it's a good exercise.
Indeed.
You know
yes, indeed.
Because once you learn the fundamentals, then it's about outthinking the other person. And
Indeed.
that's what it's about with me.
Indeed.
Because My thing, you know, now with my physical degree, my age is more so, it more so pertains to helping out the youngest.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? That's the one to train hard and want to compete and listen. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
they could. Well, I was about to say so they could win. And it's really not about winning one fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's about winning a series of fights.
Okay.
Because you want to, if you're an amateur boxer, you want to win the Olympics.
Right.
If you're a professional boxer, you want to get into the International Boxing Hall
Indeed.
of Fame.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
you know, all the fame and notoriety and the money, you know, blah, blah, blah will come with that.
Yeah.
But you're trying to get into, leave your mark.
Indeed.
Other than that, you know, maybe you should do something else.
Indeed. I totally agree, man. But, you know, I like how you said, you know, it's easier than shooting people. You know, I know exactly.
Well, pardon me. let me,
All right.
all right, let me see what, I'm listening.
All right. So my thing is this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, my generation anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you know, at this point in time, nobody's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody wants to shoot. So I feel like if the youngins coming up, if they get into, you know, martial arts, boxing, so on and so forth, it mentally prepares them and instills discipline. So
this is true. Yeah, it's not a safeguard for them not to still shoot somebody.
yeah, yeah,
There's plenty of professional fighters, world-class fighters,
yeah,
that you know, killed their wives, killed other people.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
I'm not here trying to preach to a person.
Oh,
I
indeed.
teach. You know what I'm
Indeed.
saying? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and I'll make that applicable to the boxing.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's, you don't have more guns than the government.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So, and yeah, it's a whole nother ball game when you start fucking with those type of systems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the police with the judicial system,
Mm-hmm.
then you got the executive, and then you got the legislature. You're up against a whole lot.
Oh yeah, indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
I'm not saying somebody carry you, put their hands on you, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But off a fist fight, I don't think you should have to go get a gun and kill somebody.
Yeah, and that,
You understand what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
I met dudes like that when I was in. You know
Indeed.
what I'm saying? So, I mean, and I like, once again, I'm not preaching, because I did what I did, and
Understand,
that
yeah.
was 25. You know what I'm
Indeed.
saying? So I could have did it another way. That's how I was carrying it.
Indeed. But like you said though,
Just don't blame nobody.
Indeed, yes, indeed. And just like you said, you know, if you know get into something and it don't have to get to that level.
Come to the gym when we break out of this quarantine. Come to the gym. Put some gloves on.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm getting at too. And just mainly, you know, with my generation, just you know how if things were more in that way where we didn't have to go to that level, then I feel like it'll be a lot better. You know what I mean? And cats will you know, have that mentality of, all right, we squashed it, we did what we did, we live to see another day. You know what I mean? So okay,
that helps.
yes indeed. Yes indeed.